Okay, here's a quick video just to show you how to install the new and improved battery adapter for the Sidewinder. With this one here, you do not need tape on the motor. You just put it on as is. Slide it on. You can have it flat like that or facing a little bit forward, whatever your preference. Comes with a hex wrench. Use that to give it a couple of turns. You don't have to over tighten it, just enough to where it doesn't move. Plug it in. Put on your battery. When you're putting the battery on, put your thumb under it, kind of give it a little support. Especially when it's new, these batteries are real tight. When you go to pull the battery off, likewise, give it a little help with your thumb to pull it off. If you're changing polarity, take the battery off first, because a lot of times when you're unhooking these, you can touch them together and short them out, so you don't want to have the battery on. If you want to change polarity, if you want to know why it changed polarity, go watch Dan Kubin's YouTube videos and he'll tell you why. I'm not going to go into it here, but it comes in handy. If you're, or when you go to put on your rubber band, after you put your needle in there and everything, put on your rubber band before you put on the battery. So take care of that first, otherwise you're having to pull this rubber band over the top of this battery, which, you know, you can do it, but it's kind of a hassle. Okay, if you have a V6, something you're going to have to do is wrap some tape around the motor housing to thicken it up. I took about a foot of electrical tape. I put it on a piece of glass, cut it down lengthwise with a razor, and I wrapped both halves around there first, and it was about the right amount. I had to cut a little piece of the end off just to get this to fit, but get it to where you can slide it on nice and snug and tighten it down, then it works. In the future, I will be having one made specifically smaller for the B6, but in the meantime, that will work. When you have the battery on there, avoid spinning the battery. So don't start spinning the battery around, because if you do, you could end up loosening this nut up, which could twist the wire, which could break the wire. So put the battery on where you want it. I mean, if you got to turn it just a little bit like that, that's fine, but don't get in the habit of twisting it around. I don't know why you'd want to anyways. But your goal is to not mess up this nut. If this does come loose for some reason, it takes a 9mm wrench. So just grab the top with your fingers, don't use pliers, and give it a couple tightens with the wrench. But like I said, that shouldn't happen. It should stay tight. Okay, I think that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Etsy. That's the surest way to get a hold of me. You can also message me on Instagram. I check that every couple of days, so it might take a little bit to get back to you. Okay, thanks.